All right, welcome to my channel, The Ascension Guide. I'm your guide, Joe Martin. Today's message from Archangel Ariah centers around being in the now, living in the moment. So much of our life is spent worrying about the future or thinking about the past, and we forget that it's right now that we should be focused on. And this is one of the lessons that I'm definitely going through at the moment, for sure. But just trying to not worry about the future, not think about what's coming ahead. Obviously there are some huge changes on the planet right now, and many of us are kind of stuck in between that third and fifth dimension with our work obligations or what have you. And just for myself, it creates anxiety at times, knowing that your future may not be secure. I know a lot of people probably on this channel are the same as me and aren't going to get the vaccine, and they're not going to wear a mask and do the things that this new normal has created and brainwashed society into thinking is correct. So it creates a lot of fear, trepidation, which we gotta get away from that, because that's exactly what they want. Regardless of how they get it, what you're afraid of, or what you're vibrating at below where you should be, that's what they're looking for. And I'm talking the negatives. So anytime you're putting out any vibration of fear, anxiety, or anything like that, they're winning, regardless of how they got you to that point. So what we have to do is understand that the best way to eliminate fear and anxiety and shame and guilt and all these other terrible emotions that we feel is to live right now. And the best way I could describe it is when I'm channeling Archangel Ariah, my mind is completely blank. There is no thoughts, nothing going on in there. It's just white light. And that's what they tell me is basically what enlightenment is. And that's where we're headed. And that's where we want to be. Our thoughts should be under our control. When we want to think about something, we bring them in. When we want to contemplate something, bring them in. But our general state of being should be clear and allow the energy to flow through us. Allow us to tap into that divine knowledge where we don't have to think about stuff. It just flows through. So it's really about changing your perspective and realize when you're thinking about tomorrow or this afternoon or 2 weeks from now or what you did yesterday or any of those thoughts that take you out of the present moment, and then bring yourself back and look around your room, say, all right, I'm here, I'm safe, everything's okay right now. Maybe it won't be tomorrow, but right now it is. And that's all you need to worry about, because every time you create these now moments, that's what's also unfolding your future. So if you're constantly thinking about things that make you fearful or are going to put you in a state that's going to manifest these things, that's people call it self-fulfilling prophecy, however you want to say it. But if you're thinking these things are going to happen and then they happen, know that you're a manifester and you're manifesting these things into your reality. And some people would call it premonition. Oh, I predicted that was going to happen. Yeah, you did, because you manifested it also. So, and I'm guilty of it myself. There's many things that I'm like, this is going to happen, and then it happened, and then it's like, see? But and then you take that perspective of, well, I predicted it, I knew it was going to happen. But it's like, okay, if you can do it that way, why don't you start predicting your future in a positive way and see what happens, if you want to live in the future. But really what you should be trying to do is be calm in the moment, have your head clear, get rid of any thoughts as best you can. That's when the communication opens up, between your higher self, your guides, whoever it may be that's in contact with you. But when you have all the distractions and all the other thoughts in your head, and all the other noise that's just constantly going through some people's mind, you're not going to hear the communication. You're going to miss the signs. You're going to miss the synchronicities that are being presented to you, because you're just so caught up in all the other things that are going on. So focus on your breath is one way to bring yourself back into the moment. Just in and out every time you breathe. You're just following it, focus on it, feel it fill up your lungs, feel it exhale all the way. If you start to feel like you have all these words in your head, I think we talked about this in one of the other videos, start to count them. Every time a word pops up, every time you start to hear it, just count it, 1, 2, and it'll eventually start to go away. So just little things that help you regain control of your situation, get you back into the present moment, get you back into the now. And I understand it's difficult. We have a lot of stressors. We have, events that we have to go to, and obligations, and all these other things that make us think about the future constantly. I understand, and by no means am I asking you to, be perfect with this. I'm just trying to give you some tools to help you come back into the now whenever you feel yourself drifting either backwards or forwards through your thoughts. So, all right, well, hopefully that helps somebody out there today. If you got anything out of this, please like it so that the algorithm can pick it up, and hopefully share it with somebody else who gets something out of this as well. And also, if you could share and subscribe if you're not already, it would be much appreciated. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment below. There's also my email address, where if you feel it's a little bit more personal or private and you just like to have one-on-one conversation, that's fine too. You can email me and I'll do my best to answer. So, all right, thanks everybody. See you in the next video. Love and light.